your South Texas soaper, and today we're making another batch of liquid soap milk Bastille. So I wasn't quite happy. I mean, I like this soap. This was the first one I did, but I'd like it to be a little bit more bubbly. So let me get my shell and show you guys. This was diluted, I think, at 30% soap, and then again 60 to 40 for the water. And it bubbles really, really nicely coming out of the foam dispenser. Well, I can't see it because of the light. So it's got some beautiful foam. But when I'm soaping it up, this is the same one. When I'm soaping it up in my hands, and it's nice. It's just it's not as bubbly as I would like it to be. So we're gonna change that today a little bit and make it a little more bubbly and a little thicker. It thickened up pretty good last time with the agar and the borax. So this, I did forget to show you guys, this is how thick. I think this is diluted at 30 to 40% soap, and this is how thick it is with the agar, seaweed thickener, and borax. So, I mean, it's nice. I just would like it to bubble a little bit more. The other one I did, and I didn't get to show you guys, this was the activated charcoal and tea tree oil. This one is really, really nice. Really, I love it. This is awesome. I think it's perfect. I don't even want to mess with it. I like it. I like how everything on it came out. And I also diluted that one. I think 35% dilution originally, and then a 60-40 dilution. So I put 4 ounces of my soap that was already, what's the word? Diluted. So I put 4 ounces to 10 ounces of distilled water in here. And even if you shake it up, it stays one beautiful color. And that is just the activated charcoal, and I guess it would look like, partly like the goat milk. So really, really nice. Really happy with that. So we're almost at the temperature we need. This was the first book that I purchased, The Ultimate Guide to Liquid Soaps by Ashley Green. And she has a lot of good information. This one kind of finished up some of the things that I thought might have been missing from the other one. A little bit more on dilution. This had like the percentages you want to use for salt and sugar per pound. So the salt, this is what I learned this last time, was the salt is going to make a thicker soap, a thicker liquid soap. If you do use sodium lactate, it makes a thinner soap. So I don't want thinner. I don't want to, and sodium lactate is expensive. So we're going with salt. And you can just get your iodized salt. I think I used sea salt last time, so I'm going to see how it comes out with this one. And we use the organic cane sugar. So I've got my salt and sugar here. And I've had trouble figuring out the percentages of doing, I'm going to do a dual lye soap, and I'm doing 60% KOH, 40% NaOH. So this is a dual lye, and that's supposed to help thicken it up. Now, that's what some other soapers out there recommended, was 60-40. So I'm going to try it. I can't find anything that tells you otherwise, or what would be, percentages that work out best. I'm doing a 2-to-1 lye ratio, and I'm actually adding 6 ounces of glycerin. I really like how when you did the glycerin as part of your replacement for your water, it made a thicker soap, so I'm going with that. So let's get to it. So this is just super simple. This is castor oil, organic coconut oil, olive oil. And I have, what? I did 3. Trying to make sure I did this right because I'm like, I feel like I goofed. Because I did, that's what happened. Okay. Let's see, what do we have? I forgot something. It's all good. Okay. I know what's here. Oh, yes. Here we go. All right. So I did forget one ingredient. Thankfully, I caught it and double checked everything again. Because I'm a goober. Am I on? Am I on? Okay. We're going to grab something else. Measure. Because it's just too hot. Okay. Now, originally I just did castor, coconut, and olive. I'm adding sunflower this time. I need 2.5 cups. Exactly. Woohoo! We are there. And you can pick up a big one at Wally World. So I'm gonna pour that in now because I totally forgot. Yeah, okay, that's the one thing I forgot. Liquid soaps have a lot going on. All right. So we've got our goat milk here. We've got our agar here. And we've got our jewel lye here. Bring it in a little bit better. All right, so so hot. All right, we're gonna do this in half an hour, right? Ooh, it's a little warm. All right, here we go. We're at 180, which is fairly hot. Pretty much want to be between, what was it, around 150 to 170. I'm gonna turn it down on low. I did have my crock pot on high. And I'm plunging. It's Saturday. I have my cord wrapped around the bottom. There we go. I think that'd be all situated today. All right, here we go. We're going. Ooh, all right. Bring it a little bit closer. Tap a bit. That's as far as my cord will go. It's a little splattery. Kind of at like chunky applesauce. Now the jewel lye will help it saponify quicker, which, wow, it's there. Very nice. We got mashed potato. That was literally only a couple of minutes. Not even. Alright, so we're at like thinner mashed potato. That was my glycerin, my lye, both lies. Everything in there. Everything is in there. Spatula. 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 Bula bula. pH strips here. And we're at 200. We're still pretty happy. I think I was on a roll a week and a half ago when I started all these soaps, and now I'm like, I had to read all kinds of notes again, and I was trying to figure out what I was doing. So I added my sugar at a rate of 5%, and I added my salt at a rate of 8%. So they say, what was it? 3 to 5% sugar and anywhere from 1 to 8% salt. The salt, I know, really helped thicken it, and that the ones I did before were around 8%. I think 6 to 8%. So we'll see how it comes out. Let's see how it all works out. Cannot tell you how excited I am to have liquid soap in the house. Oh, it feels amazing. My husband did a happy dance. I told him the water bill may just go up. I might be playing in the soap a lot, in the soap and water. So. Still at 200. So it was getting thinner, and now it's starting to thicken up again. I don't know if you can see that. I think some got me on my arm, so I rinsed it off real good. Soapy water. I'm just gonna keep on stirring. We're waiting, I guess, for like, I believe it's like more of a Vaseline stage. Usually after about 15 minutes is when we get there, and then we're going to check for clarity. We're not there yet. Okay, so it's thinning out again. It's starting to look a little bit more Vaseline-ish. Where are we at? 233. We're still hot. I'm feeling hot, hot, hot. Wah! What was that? my wrist works better than my shoulder, so we're going to go with some wrist action on this one. Alrighty, we are almost looking like we're there. Still at 2:30. And it is looking a little more looser, Vaseline. Can you see? Kind of shiny. We're getting there. We're getting there. Almost there. Now this is at least 50% olive oil on this recipe, which is going to make this my gentle one. Very gentle for kids, babies, and stuff like that. And we're going to test out the pH on it and all. But I think this might be the winner. Tried so many other recipes. This one is mine. I was playing with the numbers today. My mind said, just try it out. So we are. All right, so been at this for about 20 minutes. I'm going to see if we can't check the clarity. So we're working with distilled water. I've got some heated up that was in my microwave. I'm gonna slap some in here. Alright, so we got some hot soapy soaps. And we're gonna mix this up with our paste. I see bubbles. More water, I guess. More hot water. Oh, I know what I forgot over here. Some rubbing alcohol to spray down the bubbles. Grab yourself some 91% rubbing alcohols. Come on, Pasty. Not quite. One little piece wants to be stubborn. Other than that, this looks really clear. Except for that little chunk of paste in there. I'm gonna put it down here. I don't have a. I'm gonna show you guys. Well, I've got some writing on the paper and trying to show you guys. Hard to see. I can see. We can see clearly now. The rain is gone. All right. So I'm gonna add, and you can see this is very Vaseline-y right now. Very shiny, very Vaseline. The only other thing I didn't check was the pH. Check the clarity. Clarity's good. pH is how we know it's done. Cooking. I am in between a 7 and a 9, more like an 8 right now. It's going to keep cooking, so we're pH neutral. We are good to go. So this goes back in here because we don't waste anything. All right, that goes back in, and now I'm going to add my salt and my sugar. And we're at 146, which is I don't like adding the sugar too soon. It'll burn the sugar and make your soap a really dark color, which is kind of what happened with this. Is the honey and the sugars were added at a higher temperature, and they're much darker than this was added at a lower temperature. So it's a lot, makes a difference in your color. If you want a lighter color, soap at a lower temperature and add your sugars later in the cook. That I'm going to add my goat milk now. And I think the goat milk is 4%. So goat milk and buttermilk is 4% of your oils. Somehow I just couldn't figure out a 16-ounce recipe. So this one's 18 ounces. And then it'll make about 53 ounces diluted. So wow, this one went really quick. And I think because it's the dual lye, it went a lot faster. I'm not even having to stick blend it, but I will. We'll definitely stick blend it. Now, I had 26 ounces here, and I actually needed 23. So I goofed on that. Excuse me. So I'm going to empty out a few ounces of this. Going back in. I have not added my agar yet. So I need to take out, what was it? 26 ounces. I need to take out 3 ounces. A bit more. There we go. Perfect. What? That's crazy. All right. So we are diluting this down. This is heated up in the microwave for like 5 minutes because you don't want to add room temperature or cool water. So I am adding my dilution. We are at 137. Oops, I'm not plugged in. Oops. All right. So we're waiting for this to get clearer. Right now it's kind of opaque, partly because it's goat milk. It's not going to be ever a really clear soap because I'm using goat milk, but it will be creamy and you know, it won't look cloudy like this. I don't know how to describe it. So it's just not going to be a super clear soap. It probably would be if I don't add goat milk, but since we like the goat milk, we're adding it. So I think it takes at least 10 minutes to get it to clear up. Usually does help if it is heated up a little bit around, it is heating up a little bit more. It's heating up around 150 again. So I'm going to add some of my soap batter here with my agar, so I don't want it to clump. Don't want some kind of clump. No clumping. So kind of like when you're cooking with eggs and stuff, I just don't want it to clump up on me and then the whole thing be clumpy lumpy. So I'm going to add a little bit of soap at a time. And temper, that's it, that's the word. I was trying to find the word in my categories of my files in my mind, and I'm just like, what is that word? Shaboop, shaboop. Shaboop. So I'm going to add my agar. Sure, get all of it in there. I need to add borax. I probably could, but I'm kind of curious if it'll thicken up with just agar by itself. So, because when you add borax, it will thicken it, but if you add too much, it'll thin it back out again. So I don't want to do that. I don't know what the sweet spot is. So we're going to just do this as a thickener. I know some people use guar gum or xanthan gum. That can have a tendency to clump, and that also affects your clarity, the guar gums. And I mean, that might be why my soap is not as clear as it could be, is this one was thickened with the agar as well. So it has that seaweed in it, which is super nourishing for your skin. It doesn't have any kind of weird smell. It had no smell at all. And I was pretty excited with it. So I kind of want to keep using it, because then I can just keep adding it to thicken it. Whereas the other ones, you can over add and then it thins out again. So if that makes any sense at all. I'm just going to blend this in. At 150, which is good, so I don't really want to heat it up too much more. It's still cooking it, even though it's pH neutral. And this will thicken up as it cools down, which I'm kind of curious as to how thick it's going to get. That's where we're at. We're at a half hour. Pretty much I'm done. I'm just waiting for it to... Now this one I've probably need a little bit more water in, but see how that's clear? Like on top it's kind of foamy because I need to add probably a little bit more water, but like it's like an opaque clear, if that makes any sense. Hopefully that makes sense. And we're just at like opaque right now. We're not at opaque clear. So probably another 10 minutes of cooking this. I don't remember where my top is because I know that does help. Yum, yum, yum. Is it? Like the edge. Yep. I found it. Let me wash it one more time. Clean free. I'm just going to. Come on. And let it go. Let it go. One with the wind and snow. Do do do. Do do do. And we're gonna wait 30 minutes. Wish I could fast forward for you. And we're waiting just a few more minutes. Stand by.
It looks like the steel ball with a Capricorn moon.
What? I don't doubt it. She worked really hard.
Yeah, she's all business minded.
She's very business minded.
Busy on his, so was the Aries moon.
What? Get out of town. That's why there was some major chaos going on there, huh? All right, where are we at? $145. Turn it up for a minute, see if that helps. Still at the opaque stage. Opaque, you know, there. Do. I mean, it's a beautiful color. Gorgeous. Gorgeous. I did all my other dishes. I'm just waiting. Waiting patiently. Oh, I didn't quite all of my dishes. I got a couple over here. Go on. Winner, sticky dinner. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Oh, dee do, dee do, dee do. Dee do, dee do. Well, I cooled down a lot. Really? Oh, it's through the lid. That's hilarious. Okay, so like it's 108 with the lid on. I open it, it's 140. 140, 140. I need more alcohol. Boy, I know I have more rubbing alcohol somewhere. Would have more seat. Don't know where I put it. Do. I'm a peeker. Can't help it. I'm a peeker. I'm a peeker. Come on. Come on, baby, let the good times roll. All night long. So, look at that staring me right in the face. Holy cannolis. I knew it was here. Staring at me. Giving me the eye. Oh, it's here. Do, boop, boop, ba, do, ba, do. Do. 35. Am I plugged in? No, I am. Mm-hmm. 40. Come on, baby, let the times roll. All night long. Come on, baby, let the good times roll. Come on, baby, let me through your soul. Come on, baby, let the good times roll. Come on, baby, let me through your soul. Just gonna have to wait for it to jingle all night long. No, this should be done in an hour tops. An hour tops. Topsy-turvy. I'm a peeker. What is wrong with me? Just so impatient. We're gonna get there. We're gonna be alright. Come on, baby, let me feel your soul. Come on, baby, let the guitars roll. Come on, baby. Oh, alright, so add an agar. What else can I add? That's the borax at a certain percentage. I know it's in here somewhere. It's on page something. I know I circled it and I put borax. So I can do a quick flip through. Well, there it is. Page 30. Oh, so 1 ounce to 3 ounces of hot water. 1 ounce to 3 ounces. Let's do it. Let me tell you plugged in the wrong thing. What? Okay. Got this. I got this. Oh, I said 3 ounces, right? 3 ounces. Bloop, bloop, bloop. Much. Go back. Good. Look good. Looking good. All right. Microwave. Here we go. I'm gonna measure it out. 1 ounce of our borax. Almost there. Looking good. Looking good. Looking good. Boiling water. Gorgeous. Need to put in our borax. Beautiful. Ooh. We can add 1 to 3 tablespoons. Yes. What is this? There's a different. Okay. create the solution. I created the solution, and then you have to find the specifics on another page, 42. So we're flipping to 42 for specifics. Why is it not on the same page? Oh, okay, here we go. Okay, so add 2 to 3 tablespoons of your solution percentage per pound of diluted soap. My soap is diluted, so I can add 2 to 3 tablespoons. This is a half of my tablespoon. Whoop. So that is 1/2. That is fun. Fun. Ooh, it is thickening up. I think it was thickening up before I added it, just because of the heat and the agar. Ooh, it's looking good. Alright, so that was 1.5. Well, I think I did agar and the 2 tablespoons last time. So 2 tablespoons. Should be the sweet spot. I think I was too scared to go to 3. It was too scary. I was afraid it would get thin again. Alright, so I thinned out a little bit just now. I am not adding more. It's going to thicken up again. Just give it a minute. Give it a minute. Alright, let me make my notes. I gotta add notes because I did something. I gotta know what I did. I think we were good at 1.5 tablespoons, but I went to 2, so I guess we're going to heat this up until kind of re-thickens itself. And it's getting a little bit more. I can't tell with this spatula. It is definitely clearing up, though. It was a more opaque. It was more opaque. Now we're getting a little clearer. Scooby-Doo. A marker somewhere. Oh, where did my Sharpie go? I saw it earlier. Losing my marbles. I'm losing my marbles. There it is. I knew it was here. So, this is. I'm writing on my bottle. What is today? Today is the November 2nd. Doo-be-doo. I am liking this. I'm liking it. Now you can always keep heating it up to evaporate out if you want it to really get even thicker. So we're pretty much almost 6 more minutes and we'll be at an hour. And I'm almost completely back to being clear. Almost all clear. So long. Wait, it's not leaving. I'm gonna shut this off. And I told you guys, I know I told you guys this before. It'll cool down faster. It's very hot. Very hot. There's a couple of things you can do to cool it down faster. 1, shut your crock pot off. 2, take this out of the crock pot. 3, use a clean container to put it in, and you can put some saran wrap over it for a couple hours till it cools down completely. And you can keep checking it. That way, if you want to put it back in and you just heat it up or anything, you could either heat it up in your microwave or you can heat it back up in your crock pot. Your crock pot. Right. Almost there. Almost there. I know it. Very hot. I'll show you. Tell you what. We're gonna do a blend by ratio, and I'll show you what happens. So I will get. It's too small. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. All right. So I'm gonna put a tablespoon. Just because I can. Put the tablespoons. This is gonna still be really thick, and I'm gonna re-dilute it down later. I'm just gonna show you how clear it is. Because this is still kind of like a pasty form. Because I want it at its thickest to do like shower gels, bubble bath, and things like that. But if you're going to be doing hand soap, you're going to water it down again. So using distilled water, you're going to water it down. Tink, tink, tink. Ta-da! Alrighty, so it is goat milk. And I'm not going to have crystal clear soap because it's goat milk. It's going to have those milk fats in it, so it's not going to be super crystal clear. But it is very clear soap, considering that is a goat milk and cane sugar soap. You can see through it. Try to get in the camera that way you can see. You can see through this. This is very clear. I am super happy with it. I am going to show you some bubble action on this. Because what would it be if I didn't? So we're going to put that in there. gonna bubble it up. Oops, I got suds everywhere. Ah, I've got suds in my bubbles. Bubbles in my suds. So now this is still pretty much a Bastille soap as far as, like, this has way more bubbles than my other one does. Let me get my hands into it. So, and I diluted this one a lot, kind of 50-50. Still very creamy, bubbly, soft, small bubbles. Need to get some water. Ooh. It is much more bubbly in here. So, all right. Well, that's the bubbles you saw. There we go. We just need more water. Holy cannoli. That's all you need is a little more water. That is some serious bubbles happening. So, I like it. That was very good. I think it has a lot more bubbles than my other one. Kind of small to medium bubbles. Lots of good bubbles. Woo. Good bubbles. I'm happy with that. I like how that came out. I'm glad I added more water. So a little disappointed at first. I was like, no, the bubbles are still small. But no, there's lots of good medium-sized bubbles on this one. So I'm really happy with that. Exciting. And I'll show you what the other one looks like. The other soap definitely did not have as many bubbles. This was the first soap I made. And it doesn't bubble up as much. I mean, it bubbles, but it's taking me longer to get bubbles. And they're much, much smaller bubbles. Much smaller. Oop. Well, I just probably needed to add more soap, but here's the bubbles on the other one. But when I'm using it in the concentrated form and I put it in my hands, it didn't feel like it bubbled up as much. So the bubbles are slightly smaller. I got bigger bubbles with this other one. So I liked the second batch. I did better. Alright. So, in conclusion, I think it's a win. This one. We're starting to get a lot clearer and thicker. So it's still cooling off, and it's going to continue to get clearer. But that's where we're at right now, and I'm super happy with that so far. So color that done. Thanks for hanging out with me here at Beccas By The Bay. Hope you guys enjoyed this. I hope you found some of it informational. So I can't give you all the secrets, but this was an excellent book to get, The Ultimate Guide to Liquid Soap. And I thought this one was really great, and you needed this as a companion to fill in some of the gaps. I tried some of the recipes from this. And that's what I reformulated today because I liked my recipe better with more bigger bubbles. So nothing wrong with these recipes. They were really nice. They were nice small bubbles. I just wanted a little more bubbles going on. So this I thought was a really good book. I think I got this for like under $5 used on Amazon. So you can head on over there and find it there. All the links will be down below. And as always, you can always check out what's in the shop on Etsy at Beccas By The Bay. And we'll see you guys next time. Have a beautiful weekend. Bye.